Whatever business you're in, growth isn't just about getting bigger. At ADP, we believe it's about getting stronger by turning data into insights so you can build teams that work as teams. By using our AI technology to help catch payroll errors before they're errors. And by keeping ahead of thousands of changing regulations so you can keep ahead of everything else. ADP helps businesses like yours grow stronger every day. ADP, HR talent, time, and payroll.
Hear that? Is that America cheering or a sausage patty sizzling to perfection? It's time to cheer for Egg McMuffin and fresh cracked eggs at McDonald's. It's time to wake up to the aroma of freshly baked biscuits and treat yourself to a real honest-to-goodness morning meal. Breakfast, it's on at McDonald's. Now get any breakfast sandwich for just $2. Available only through the app. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's. McD app download and registration required.
Hey everyone, Kenny from Nashville here, and after a long day of listening to some crappy death metal, I like to unwind with the Eric Zane Show podcast. Yeah. Here's your host, Eric Zane.
Ric Flair. The Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Shit, yeah. For what will be, I think, the 714th time or 13th time. Megan says, "Where the fuck is Daisy?" She's over here. She's just looking around. She's annoyed. She's annoyed because Diana, that's her favorite, is up. And she needs to be with her. This dog has FOMO, fear of missing out. Her preference is Diana. Diana is getting ready to go to Fort Myers, Florida, where she has already rubbed it into my face that it's going to be 84 degrees there today. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for that. Queen of the Forest taking a well-deserved break and going to Florida. She got a plane ticket for $100 some time ago. And our dear friend Stephanie is celebrating a birthday. Stephanie, you see, every single one of our friends is divorced. Stephanie is in that group. And she's dating this dude who has a vacation home or something like that. That's freaking great in Florida. And so she's like, "Hey, we're going to go to my boyfriend's place and it's going to be all chicks. Let's do it. Yeah, woo, pop her tops." So they're staying at this dude's place, this dude's pleasure palace. Holy shit. This is the same group of women who way back in the day, we all went. They were all married at the time. And this was a eye-opening moment that I told this story. There's Daisy now. There she is. I told this story back on the day on the old radio show. And we were visiting this one's friend's like cottage. And all of the chicks were out on one of those floating islands. Okay. And it's probably like 6, 7 women all drunk. And I jump on this jet ski and go, I'm going to go see the chicks. And as I'm riding up there, I notice that they are showing each other their titties. Absolutely true. No idea why, but they were absolutely doing that. Hold on a second. I'm getting distracted. Why is the audio turning itself down and back up? I don't know. I do not know the answer to that. Josh has it, man. Josh, hang on. Josh has it with the everyone is a little bit lesy story. That's exactly true. Oh, my God. Whew. Incredible. And I was like, what is going on here? So this bunch was doing just that. And, man, I was like, what? Is this something that women do, show each other their breasts? And apparently the idea was something about what is it like to have breast implants, or what do your boobs look like, and tell me more about your boobs and things like that. I just turned it back up. I think it's going to work for you. Sorry about the audio. I don't know what's going on with that thing. It's acting very, very strange. So they were like, hey, yeah, well, what do yours look like? 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 And I can't imagine men saying, oh, man, hey, I tell you what, my balls are hanging a little bit low. What do you think about this? You know? It's so strange to me to even consider that to be like an option. You know, hey, man, hey, so what's up with your dick lately? I don't know. Let me see it. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Oh, look you got a good-looking dick right there. It's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at the waveform, and you're right. It got super quiet at one point there. And sometimes there's like gremlins in this system that like, hey, let's go fuck with Eric's show and make it really weird. So I apologize for that. No idea. Savage Sack Lunch says, that's because balls are gross. I don't know. I mean, how can you possibly say that? Not if they're clean and shaved. They're cute. I know I have very attractive balls. Kyle, who I know for a fact is into penis, said, you guys sound very close-minded about guys showing their cocks to each other. All right. The tarantula farmer said, Zane, you never texted me back. And I'm like, yeah, I know, man. I forgot to do that. His question was, what is that saying about gratitude and expectations? Well, that is from Ray Wylie Hubbard. Ray, W-Y-L-I-E. Ray Wylie Hubbard. Amazing musician. Old man. Awesome. At the end of the song, Mother Blues, he says, and the days that I keep my gratitude higher than my expectations. Those are really, I have really good days. Or those are really good days, or something like that. I'm pretty sure that's it. The days that I keep my gratitude higher than my expectations, I have really good days. And I have it on a T-shirt. So sweet. I love that guy so much. Screw you. We're from Texas. R.W. Hubbard. Dude, are you dropping that on your kids? The tarantula farmer is dropping the days that I keep my gratitude higher than my expectations. Those are really good days. Oh no, they are going to hate you. You can't drop that on your kid. No. Way too many syllables. All you say to kids is shut up and sit down. 4 one-syllable words. If you drop that on a kid, especially a boy whose brain is mush, you know, or a 23-year-old who calls himself a little boy, they're going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? What? Huh? All right, we've got a Yellow flag warning for 2 dogs here on the couch behind me. Daisy has now started to lick Bruce's face. And it looks like she's going in for the D. Now she's back to the chest head area. Bruce is like, oh, is this time to play? So this might amp up. I need to keep an eye on them. Because I'm not going to sit here and do the show with these 2 dogs going at it in a hump fest. Hold on a second. Okay, that's enough. Bruce has a look in his eye. This is going to get out of hand right about now. I've seen this 1 million times. Oh, dear God. Watch them. People who are listening to the audio podcast are like, what is going on? What is happening here? Okay. That's one of the many reasons why I'm asking you to follow the show on Twitch. Now, that takes nothing but a few keystrokes. Nothing. You just go to twitch.tv or twitch.com, both same thing, /Eric Zane Live. Eric Zane Live is all one word. Click follow. All right? Click follow. That way, you will know when I go live every day at 8 a.m., Monday through Friday, Eastern Time. Okay? You have the audio video side to this. So then when I'm doing play-by-play of a bunch of black people kick each other's ass at the airport in Minnesota, you will be able to get the blow-by-blow account with video accompaniment. Or you can still just listen to the audio podcast at your leisure. Or, okay, you see, there you go. That amount of time for me to tell you how to get this show on Twitch has resulted. And now we are at a code orange +5 as the 2 are starting to play. We are at orange +5. It won't be long till we get into some type of hump fest. Bruce Bales. We will keep an eye. This is a developing story. Oh, my God. I had a goal of getting to 300 Twitch followers by the end of December. With the recent surge of interest over the Joe catastrophe, it went over that quickly. So we are officially at 302 at the start of this show. And they're like, God, that sounds like shit. It sounds like you suck dick. Well, yeah, it is definitely a build it one brick at a time moment, unless there's something extremely exceptional like our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ or Joseph Christ walks into this room here. Now, you can't see the dogs, but the playtime is amping up as we speak. Yeah, so as we work towards increasing that number, this is super, super huge. I'm very, very stoked about it. I know it sounds stupid, but if we average on this video live stream 75 viewers the whole month, then I am dealt in as a partner. And that is awesome. That is sweet. If you are a partner with my friends at Amazon/Twitch, you're doing great. So if you could, check it out, and we'll be able to build this thing. Corey says, I almost started listening again to free beer and hot wings over all of this. They've not addressed it at all. I check every day, and this is off limits to them. They are more than happy to enable Saint Joseph, which is exactly what they're doing by letting him spew his bullshit on Friday. That is classic enabling behavior. I predict this, and I wrote this down somewhere on Reddit, but I didn't say it here. He's going to get fired. And I don't know how long it's going to take. It's going to have to take another incident of this magnitude where dude's personal life seeps into the radio life. Okay. And because they can only take so much. I wouldn't blame them if they did that. You know, enough drama. All people want to do around here is work, and then you keep doing shit like this. Okay, so this is just my prediction that he is going to get fired. And they also did him no favors, as these two dogs are red. We are at orange +9. They did him no favors by not calling him out on his bullshit. Greg was like, "You have made a marvelous first step. You did so great, Joe. You don't know what a first step is if it fucking hit you in the face. Why don't you talk to anybody who's lived a little instead of Joe? This is not a first step. He's going to do this again." And again, the first question I would have asked Joe is, hey, Joe, in your little soliloquy, you said you lie to your counselors and people that you talk to. Does that include anybody who you work with about curtailing the alcohol abuse that you admitted on the air? Because I'm guessing you didn't own that either. So, or did you suddenly just do an amazing job at being rid of substances either on your own, or are you just burying the lead there? I mean, what's going on? That'd be the first question I would ask our old boy Joe. Are you still under the influence at random times during any given week of alcohol or God knows what? Because you told us in 2018 when it was Flying Laptop Day in Chicago, that, oh my God, I got to stop drinking and I'm cleaning my act up and all this other shit. Kyle says when he reaches out for step 8 and 9, then will you believe him? If he gets that far, well, you know the old principle. The hand of AA reaches out, you reach back. Didn't he go to rehab? I don't know. I don't know about that. He didn't. He indicated he went to a facility, but I don't know what was covered. He didn't really reveal specifics. Joe's not exactly the most transparent when it comes to his mental health. You know, I mean, if it were me, you know me, I would be all about, if I had to turn my life around, I would be all about chronicling that as best as I could. I wouldn't be a fake pussy and avoid telling that because it's embarrassing and it hurts your feelings. That's exactly what people who listen to a radio show need, because it's a mixed bag of people's life experiences who would love to hear you talk about how vulnerable you are. So, Zildjian, the Armenian cymbal maker, says, wonder if Joe, thank you, Nick, by the way, it's very sweet of you to do that for those people with a tier 1 sub. Wonder if Joe is pissed at you for calling it how you see it and having Ashley on now and everything. Well, of course he's pissed. It's my fault. It's my fault. Remember, it's her fault and my fault. It couldn't be his fault because he's an asshole boyfriend, could it? No. In fact, you heard it on the air. Joe is sweet. He was beaten up by all of Chicago's gangs. He was beaten up by us and traumatized with stunts. And also, he was abused. But other than that, you know, things have been great. He was abused by his previous girlfriend, Ashley, in this case. Fuck you. What happened to the young man you were helping? Ah, yes. Well, we got to a point where you know what? I don't want to go into detail about that. It didn't work out. And not from my perspective, but there comes a point when you have to say, I cannot sponsor you anymore, and you need to do this on your own. Very common. Sometimes people in recovery fail, and that's okay. You pick yourself up, but you got to figure it out. This is a very personal thing. No one can help no one can do recovery for another in any type of recovery. Pornography, cheating on wife, substance abuse, anything like that. That's a personal thing. And when you start to lie to people, remember, this is all based on honesty. All of it. If you are not honest, you're fucked. No one has ever gotten in trouble for being truthful, okay? Never, ever, ever has that happened. Wise words from a man in Maine. That would be Patriot Nick. God helps those with the strength to help themselves, or even just the courage to admit, I need help, and then be honest with the assistants that are helping you. You know, it doesn't always work out. The grip of addiction is strong, and it's sink or swim. Half fail, and that's unfortunate. I got very lucky. I wasn't too far down the road. Thank you that my lovely wife said, I'm not enabling you anymore. If you don't stop this, I'm not going to be married to you anymore. Got 4 years. 4 years married, got 5 years married, got a 1-year-old kid. Dinah says, okay, this is it. If you don't immediately dive into something, what? I don't know what to do. Yes, you do. What do you mean? What? This is me talking. What do you mean? Yeah, you know exactly what to do. Your brother and your dad are alcoholics. Well, where do I begin? Figure it out. I don't give a fuck. I'm leaving. What? You can't leave. I've got problems. See, I'm taking Jim. I'm leaving. Call your brother. He'll handle the rest. She leaves me. Oh my God, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm fucking this whole thing up. Jim. Yeah. I need help. I know. How did you know? Because I've been watching you drink yourself to death. Oh. He's been sober for like 1.5 years at this point. I go, what do I do? He goes, I'll come see you. I'll take you to a meeting. Okay. Drives up. And that was it. That was it. Honesty. What's that song? Honesty, such a lonely word. Billy Joel. All right. Kyle says that should be a sign. Person you love the most is leaving, means you need to get your shit together. Patriot Nick says amen to that. And that's what happened. And I was like, oh, fuck. And that's it. No looking back. No looking back. No looking back. And now it's easy. Now it's initially, you have those 15 days in. It's like white knuckling it. You want to drink. You're like, I don't think I can cut it. It's too hard. Yeah, you've been doing it for 15 days. Oh, I know, but oh my God, if I don't drink Busch beer, I'm gonna die. Call your brother. Oh, he can't help me. I'm too broken. Get to a meeting, you fucking idiot. One is the loneliest number that you ever knew. 2 is, I don't know the words. That's Three Dog Night. Chuck Negron, the lead. That's a very unfortunate name. Chuck Negron, the lead singer of Three Dog Night. This is an ADHD story. 2's just as bad as 1. It's the loneliest number since the number 1. This guy's a legend. There is a book out called Three Dog Nightmare. It's Chuck Negron's autobiography. It's the guy who sang those lines. This guy was one of the biggest drug abusers that has ever walked the planet. You would not believe what this guy did, how much drugs this guy did. And he talks about it in the book, Three Dog Nightmare. And the cover is like him with his face rearranged. Okay, if I remember correctly, let me see if I can get this. He was on some crazy bender. And hold on a second. Hey, knock it off. Daisy. That's it. Hold on a second. Fucking A. Get out of here. Okay. No. Okay, hit the road. Hit the road. No. I don't care what you guys say. No way. Telling a story about Chuck Negron, and you're like, oh, no, leave her in there. No, the dog humping. She's humping him, and then he's going to return the favor. It's going to be a big pile of dog jizz on the ground, and you're going to just sit there, yeah, that's the way it is. And then O'Neill will probably eat it. The fuck, man? Horrible. Where was I? Three Dog Nightmare. He had gotten, he got really shit-faced back one day in the 70s, and then he like fell through a coffee table or something like that, and went to the hospital. And and then I think it was a drunk driving incident was involved, something like that. So after he went to the hospital, they arrested him, and the cover of the book is him singing. And then in the background is him with his nose completely sideways with tape on it after that incident. It's a mugshot of this dude. 68.59. What the fuck? Is it a signed copy or something? That shouldn't make it that much. Why is that damn book so expensive? Hardcover, very good condition. Three Dog Nightmare, the Chuck Negron story. Dude, I'm telling you, if you like real life stories of famous people coming unglued and then picking themselves up and making it happen and living a normal life somehow. Wow. I highly recommend Three Dog Nightmare. Great book. Ooh, there was, Chris says it's probably out of print. Boomer Bob. Well, I'm going to talk about you in a second, Boomer Bob. That book comes with their entire discography on LP, CD, and 8-track. This guy was also prolific sexually, and he tells the story, and I doubt anybody's going to buy the damn book anyway, so I'm going to tell the story. He was having sex with some chick, and he was on his back, and she was on top of him. And she elevated her body too far up, and his ding-dong kind of left the good spot and was actually completely exposed. And then the ding dong shifted like 1 inch when she came back down on it. And the ding dong, it like broke. He broke his dick, which it's all muscle in there. It's not actual bone, but it ruptured his dick. He had a ruptured dick where all of those muscles and connective tissue and blood vessels went. So you ever put like a grapefruit in a microwave or something like that and it splits open, or a hot dog? in the microwave. I don't know why I thought grapefruit. But anyway, you put a hot dog in the microwave and it splits. His dick split open on the side. There was like dick meat shooting out of the side of it. And oh my God, holy shit. Incredible. Whew. Didn't Ron and Fez tell this story? Hilarious. I believe it. Well, it's an incredible story. It's true. I read the book and I talked to him about it in an interview when I was on WIMZ in Knoxville, Tennessee. Wow. Incredible. How the hell did I get on this? You know, I'm not even sure. I have no idea how I got it. I think I was talking about addiction or some shit. I don't know. Whatever. Before I continue, in addition to following on Twitch, which is brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV, they also sponsor my Facebook. Please like my Facebook page, facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. Eric Zane fan page, obviously all one word. That's also brought to you by Irvine's. Follow the show on Twitter at Eric Zane Show. That is brought to you by, Blue Frost IT at Eric Zane Show on Twitter. Please follow there. I just put out a poll that is a 24-hour poll. I put it out last night, and I want you to vote on it. So if you could right now, I want to make sure that I get the mark, if you will, with enough votes. But, typical to me, not a ton of activity. Pretty much everybody ignores my social media, it seems. Eric Zane Show podcast poll on Twitter. Can a 23-year-old man be referred to as a little boy? The choices are F, no, and yes. 67% said F, no. 33% said yes. I am guessing that the 33% are Free Beer and Hot Wings Show audience members who hate me. I am apparently public enemy number one amongst these brainwashed butt fucks who believe everything that their Lord and Savior, Joseph Christ, doles out to them from his big pile of bullshit. So go and vote on that. And I'm also on the almighty YouTube, brought to you by Frank the Tank Fuss. Eric Zane Show on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and bell notification. If anything gets put out, please throw a thumbs up on it. These are all amazingly effective things you can do that help the show. And as always, share it on your social media. Share the Twitch live stream. Thank you so much. If you've done that in the past, please continue. Hang on a second. I need a drink. Podcasting last night on Boomer Bob and John Jizzmingo's show in the Boomer Bunker podcast. Am I saying that right? Is that correct when I say the Boomer Bunker podcast? I could have figured that out myself. He says, the Boomer Bunker, known as the Boomer Bunker. So if you search the Boomer Bunker, wherever you download podcasts, you will be able to check the show out. They get going at about 9 p.m., which normally I'm in bed for 30 minutes at that point. There you go. The Boomer Bunker. There they are. You can't see it. Let's see. Monday's episode was titled 3 Hots and a Cot for, and that says T asterisk asterisk T. So I'm assuming 3 Hots and a Cot for Twat was the name of episode 049 of the Boomer Bunker. We talk about stuff And then Devin illegally crosses our border and gets iced out of most of his appearance on the show. That's how that is described. It's a 57-minute listen. It was episode 49. Episode 50, I think, was yesterday. And it'll make an appearance, I'm sure, later on. We went for 20 minutes. It was fun. At the start of that show, though, I realized I missed something pretty important to a lot of people. Before I get to that, Boomer Bob says, also, I hate writing show notes. You must write show notes. That is, I was going to say, but since you did. I wasn't going to say, but since you did. Yeah, that's shit there. You have to actually write. You have to put in the time and write the fucking notes. In fact, you have to listen to your show, skim through it, and you're reminded of the topics, and then you detail what it is. Because anyone who listens to shows, they don't start by hitting play. They start by reading the notes. Everyone. To see if their eyes can scan something that catches their eye. It's more work to hit play and go through it because it's hit or miss. But if they read something that they know is coming up, they're going to hit play. Trust me on this one. Write your fucking notes. If you're putting the time out to do the GD podcast, if it's if it's worth doing, it's worth doing well. Trust me on this one. You must write notes. Anyone who listens to an audio podcast reads those. So do a good job. And provide link it up, link shit up. Hey, we talked about this asshole. Here's the story that we talked about. So they can play along. Sexy voice Andrea says, I have never read the show notes. You can't read. Just kidding. You can read. Well, a lot of what you do, Andrea, is also you're getting it live, but not all the time. And I am referring to people who are new audience members who discover a new show. That's what I'm referring to. So if a new person goes to Boomer Bob's show and says, hey, what's these guys? They look like they might be fun. I wonder what the discussion is. And it says, we do stuff. We talk about things and stuff. We're men. We like pit bulls, chains, Harley Davidsons, MAGA hats. People who don't like the vaccine. You know, that's what you can't just have that on there. You got to actually say, today on the Boomer Bunker, hypothetical, we made fun of black people, number one. Number two, we made fun of Mexicans. Number three, we made fun of Asians. Number four. You know, you got to, I mean, that's all hypothetical. That isn't like really true. That isn't exactly like off of John Jizzmingo's playbook of actually what he would talk about on a show. Amanda says, hey, I read the Patreon notes from yesterday, and that's how I decided I was going to like the episode because he talked about John Lennon. Amanda, he's like my favorite. I don't know if you knew that. I love John Lennon, and I've got something else to talk about that happened on December 8th that I missed. John Lennon's awesome, but you know who else is awesome and is not with us anymore is something I missed yesterday. And the reason why I went down Boomer Bob, talking about Boomer Bob, is because Boomer Bob started his podcast yesterday with a tribute to Darrell Abbott. That's right, Darrell Abbott. Dimebag Darrell, who, you know, I didn't listen to any of his music, but I have since, and this guy is pretty much looked at as one of the all-time greatest guitarists of all time. Like, he was a guitar player's guitar player. May not have been your style of music with what he did in Pantera or Damage Plan, but I mean, there can be people who say well, Eddie Van Halen wasn't my style either, but he still is regarded as one of the greatest of all time. Well, it's undeniable. This guy. So what a fucking crazy ass thing that took place on the date of his death. December 8th, was it 2004? Yes, it was. It was in Columbus, Ohio. For whatever reason, I don't even want to get into that because I just don't know. But he had left Pantera and struck out on his own with this band called Damage Plan. And they're finding their way. They're not struggling, but they're playing clubs, okay? In fact, their first album, I think it sold like 150,000 copies, 160,000. But whatever, man. You go backwards to square one, and you work the clubs, you build your audience up, people love you. And from what Boomer Bob tells me, there was even an interaction he described on the show. You got to hear that proves that this guy was just a sweet, nice dude. Okay, and in this nightclub in Columbus, Ohio, I don't even know if there's no one even knows the motivation, at least it doesn't say it here, as to the motivation of Nathan Gale, this piece of shit maniac, who I guess the band jumps on stage December 8th, 2004, and they just start getting after it. First song, and some crazy guy rushed the stage and shot Abbott multiple times. The dude who's in charge of security was also shot and killed when he tackled the bad guy. His name was Jeff Thompson. Then there was a fan right there, also first name of Nathan Bray. He tried to help Jeff Thompson, the security guy, and Abbott, and he was shot dead. An employee of the venue tried to disarm Gale while he was reloading. He was shot dead. 3 other people were wounded. Columbus police officer James Niggemeyer, another terrible name to say, entered the club and shot Gale once in the head with a 12-gauge shotgun, killing him. Oh, my God. Can you imagine that? A 12-gauge shotgun blast to the head. I would bet that fans of Dimebag Darrell would love to see video of that, considering he just killed their guy. 38 years old, dead at the scene. Thousands of fans attended the public memorial. Guest list at the memorial included, they always say, you get a real idea of how much you were beloved by who shows up at your funeral. Eddie Van Halen, Zakk Wylde, you might remember him from Ozzy Osbourne's band. Corey Taylor, who I think one of you just said it's Corey Taylor's birthday yesterday. Oh, my God. Jerry Cantrell from Alice in Chains. Dino Cazares, don't know who that is. Dino Cazares, blah, 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 Fear Factory. And a bunch of other bands that Kenny likes. He was buried alongside his mother at the Moore Memorial Garden Cemetery in Arlington, Texas. Gene Simmons donated a Kiss casket for the burial. Please tell me that Dimebag was a fan of Kiss. I don't want it to be like, oh, yeah, he didn't even like you guys. I'm sure he was a fan of Kiss growing up. Stand by. And then this. Eddie Van Halen donated his original black and yellow striped 1979 Charvel Bumblebee guitar, which was featured on the back cover of Van Halen 2 to be included in the casket. Just a few weeks prior to his death, Darrell Abbott had met Van Halen, and he actually asked them, can you give me a replica of that guitar? Eddie spoke at the funeral, and he said, no, Dime was an original, and only an original deserves the original. So they put this fucking historic guitar in the fucking casket. How incredible is that? It's like the fucking Elder Wand. Is it whoever digs up Dimebag Darrell and gets the guitar? Do they get the power? I'm sorry. After Vinnie Paul's death, I think I know who that is. Was he a drummer for Pantera? Is that right? I think Vinnie Paul was, and then didn't he have a band called Hell Yeah too? Am I getting that right? Let's see, Vinnie Paul. No, wait a minute. Yeah, he was a drummer. Fuck, I knew it. Didn't he have a band called Hell Yeah? Yeah, he did. I remember I was in Nashville, Tennessee, and yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was me and the twins on stage. We couldn't have looked more stupid. And we were introducing Hell Yeah. And we go on stage with, fucking button-down shirts and, just look like everything that Hell Yeah fans would not be interested in. And we're like, hey, guys, how you doing? We're the Free Beer Knowledge Show. You guys ready for Hell Yeah? And all these fucking guys are not buying it. They're like, yeah, fuck you. Fuck off. And I swear to God, bottles start flying. And we're like, oh, yeah, well, hey, Free Beer Knowledge, will check us out on the buzz. Let's make some noise for Hell Yeah. And then they come out. They're like, yeah, get the fuck off the stage. Who was the asshole that made us introduce Hell Yeah? They were probably laughing the whole way as we did that fucking bullshit. Horrible. Vinnie Paul, he died in 2018. I don't know how he died. Doesn't matter at this point because we're talking about Darrell Abbott. When Paul died, he was buried next to Darrell Abbott and his mom. They've also put him in a KISS casket. Holy shit. In late 2020, a protective fence was installed around the Abbott burial ground in an effort to stop vandalism. People are stupid. As Abbott's grave had previously been scratched and defaced by people over the years. What the fuck? What? Why? What would make you think that would be a good idea? How about just go there, lay a black flower down, say a prayer? Fucking stupid. I didn't know this. Darrell Abbott was originally a glam metal musician. And he was a driving force behind the development of something called groove metal in the 1990s. Yeah, huge fan of KISS. Although Abbott was a country music producer and songwriter, Abbott's primary musical influences were heavy metal such as Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, KISS, and Van Halen. Ace Frehley of KISS inspired him to play guitar. He was a member of the KISS Army and had a portrait of Frehley tattooed on his chest in 1992. That is fucking unbelievable. He was a fan of ZZ Top and was influenced by Billy Gibbons. Oh, man. Boy, what a hodgepodge of influence on him. You take, it's like a recipe, a little Billy Gibbons, a little Black Sabbath, a little Iron Maiden, a little Van Halen, a little KISS, a little Judas Priest, and voila. You get fucking Darrell Abbott. Never received formal guitar lessons. He said he once received a guitar lesson off his cat. What does he mean by that? He wrote down a weird scale and tried to explain how it worked. After we finished, he said, now go on home, practice that scale, and show me how well you can play it next week. So I took it home, played around with it for a few minutes, and said, fuck this. I just want to jam. I respect people that can read tablature and all that shit, but I just don't even have the patience to read the newspaper. I actually know what all that means. Some of you don't know what tablature is, and you don't know what a scale is. I can actually read music. If you put a French horn in my hand or a trumpet right now, I could play it for you. I swear to God. My embouchure is fucked, so I could probably only play for about 30 seconds before I was in deep, deep pain. But I could do it. Entablature is too boring to describe to you, but that's quite easy, actually, to figure out. It's fingers on frets, numbers, and things like that. It's quite easy. Easy to read and figure out, but then you have to get your brain to talk to your hand, which is not easy. He didn't do any of that shit. He just picked it up and just... Rawr, rawr. Incredible. Ooh, I love this. One of the most distinctive features of Abbott's guitar playing was his use of harmonics to create a squealing sound, which he picked up from Billy Gibbons. I know some of you are like, we don't know what the fuck that means. It's so boring to us. I know, but I like it. I like talking about it. All right. So, I just want to talk about that because, first of all, it's interesting. Second of all, the guy died yesterday, and I didn't say shit about it. So I know a lot of people love that guy. So I wanted to get, address that. It's interesting. And a lot of you are like, fuck, man, I'm sad. And so for a lot of you, that's something to talk about, Because when in Rome, I guess. That's what you do. You look back on the amazing abilities of lost souls. That's incredible. Kyle even says Pantera was our generation's Beatles. I believe it. Because, frankly, I've made fun of Pantera before and Dimebag Darrell. I have hurt some of your feelings with my making fun of Dimebag jokes. But I've also made fun of John Lennon. I expect a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute. Remind me of the death day, and I'll give it to you. What about Bob Dole? I'm not talking about Bob Dole today. I'm done talking about dead people. He was amazing, though. There's no question. Boomer Bob says, I don't make a habit of idolizing anyone, but I really hurt when Dimebag Darrell was killed. I can understand that, buddy. Oh, man. Bob adds, Bob Dole died of being 98. Man, I hope I live until 98. Tarantula Farmer says August 27th, Stevie Ray Vaughan. All right. Jizzmingo is in the house. We talked for about 25 minutes on the Boomer Bunker. You can check it out when they publish it with notes.
Hear that? Is that America cheering or a sausage patty sizzling to perfection? It's time to cheer for Egg McMuffin and fresh cracked eggs at McDonald's. It's time to wake up to the aroma of freshly baked biscuits and treat yourself to a real honest-to-goodness morning meal. Breakfast, it's on at McDonald's. Now get any breakfast sandwich for just $2. Available only through the app. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's. McD app download and registration required.
More than 1 in 3 people will face cancer in their lifetime. Unfortunately, fear can stop you from getting your cancer screening, but it won't stop cancer. Early detection can save your life. Don't wait for symptoms to appear to act. Cancer screening is safe, effective, and accessible for everyone, including free or low-cost screening programs. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com right now for free screening resources and recommendations from the American Cancer Society. Don't wait. Early detection can save your life. Go to cancerscreeninfo.com today. Cancerscreeninfo.com.
Yeah, on today's show, we talked stuff. No, put 10 minutes into it at least and write something. Come on. Even if it's just 2 or 3 things. That's why whenever I don't put notes, I'm really sorry about this. I am short on time. I regret this so much. I mean, you've worked so hard to make a great podcast. Why would you? It's like making a great cake. And then go, this cake is great, but I'm not going to put any frosting on it. Here, enjoy the cake. No one's going to eat the cake, you asshole. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are you making such shitty cake? I think the Queen of the Forest leaves me in 6 minutes. I should reach out to her. Yeah, have you left me yet?
Not quite. She's on her way.
What are you doing right now? Are you eating candy? Playing checkers?
Actually, I am. I'm opening up a piece of chocolate.
I knew it. So did everybody else. It's almost like you pick up the phone.
Oh, they're here. Gotta go. I love you.
Okay, thanks. We were just getting, see if we get a butthole update.
Okay, no butthole update.
Okay, see ya. Have a good time. Yeah, be careful on the plane. Okay, well, stay in a group.
Okay, bye.
Okay, see you around.
See you, bye.
I love you. Bye. Okay. I said to her yesterday, I go, hey, you made the show. She goes, oh, really? What? I go, well, we talked about your butthole. She goes, oh, my God, you didn't really do that, did you? I go, yes, I did. She goes, no, I knew you didn't. Oh, my God. If she only listened. Shh. Hey, like 24 days left in my Facebook ban. I just happened to stumble across something on the Zaniacs United Facebook page. And the boss was giving a lecture, and she was pissed. And that would be Andrea. What happened there? Andrea wrote, we will not have this infighting. And if anyone refers to our dear friend Jeremy as F rhymes with bag, you have to be removed from the group. You won't be allowed to participate anymore. Okay. So that right there, I mean, that's one of my favorite people in the world today. Jeremy, Rainbow Flag Jeremy. And so I don't know what's going on there, but I would be really disappointed if I found out if that's, and I have to believe that somebody actually did that. Joint was in the group, and Jeremy was referred to as F rhymes with bag. I mean, you can call Jeremy an asshole, but I don't know if that's okay. In fact, I know that's not okay. Jeremy and Rico are America's favorite power couple, and they're very dear friends of mine. So, I kind of hate you if you did that. I don't know who's responsible. All I saw was the post from Andrea. I would have loved to have contributed and sided with her on that, but a person by the name of Christopher Remedies called him that. Was this Andrea, was this a new person in the group, or had just joined to start trouble during all of the uprising of Saint Gassmann when that was happening? Or, I don't know. I don't recall ever seeing that name. Maybe I do. I guess it's hard to say. But I'm sorry that happened. That makes me sad. Andrea said, no, I think he's been there a minute. So does that mean he was actually there a minute, or he's been there for a while? You see, it's written in text. I can't really tell if you're being facetious. So, yeah, I don't know. Was he just she says, no, a while. I actually thought he was there for 1 minute. She says, I'm driving. Well, you shouldn't be chatting. Okay. Hold on a second here. Got another phone call.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, what's up?
I was just telling you that was a false alarm. It was somebody delivering a package. It wasn't my ride.
Okay. All right, I got it.
I didn't want to act like I was rushing you off, but I was. But now I don't have to.
Right on. Well, but absolutely. I mean, you're going to have so much fun. What is the plan?
Today when we get there, we're just going to hang by the pool because it's going to be 84.
Oh,
Yeah. And then tonight, I think we have dinner reservations somewhere. And then tomorrow, I think we're going on his boat.
Yeah, this is Rich boyfriend's boat, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
man.
staying at his place. And then, so really, that's it. We're not going like out on the town at all.
No. You're just going to drink booze at dude's house and go on this boat and
go out on the boat and sit by the pool. And
any chance of lesbian action going down with any of the, maybe get drunk?
No.
Has that happened over the years with any of them?
No.
Are you sure? Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. Well, I love you.
Okay, I love you too.
Okay, I'll see you later. I'll call you.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Bye.
John Jizzmingo is a little dense. Says, I hate that we have to act like children and say F rhymes with bag instead of the word. Yeah, I've never worked in a scenario, and I've been speaking into a microphone since 1985 that has ever been horrible. So I am not sure if that's a hill you want to die on, John Jizzmingo. John Jizzmingo, you can't say those things in the same breath when I'm telling people to, hey, go have a listen to his podcast. People generally don't like that. As a rule, I mean, even someone as thick as Andrea is not on board with that. So I'm sorry, Andrea. I'm just kidding. And then, let's see. Wings guy says, God, you are such an old man. And then Corey says, John, we could just not call people that to begin with. Andrea, it's okay that you were using your voice to text. Happy birthday to Pellerito. We have a guest coming up. Boomer Bob says, so Eric has never worked on a construction site. Is that like a rule? When you're building homes, you have to call someone F rhymes with bag? Is that like the code in construction work? Yeah, welcome to so-and-so construction. Question 1 before we hire you. Do you call people F rhymes with bag? Because that's how we refer to each other here at the no matter what. John says, I understand that, Corey, but when you are talking about someone else saying it, just say it. It's easier and actually more fun to say F rhymes with bag. Okay. Before we get to our guest, oh my God, you're going to love our guest. Whew, incredible. I'd like to point out that the open of this show is brought to you by the Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage. 231-332-6505. Anywhere in the U.S. you can get a mortgage except South Carolina, Maine, Alaska, and Hawaii. Call upon Mario at 231-332-6505. You can get a mortgage rate that is damn near the lowest it's ever been right now. You just got to call and see if you qualify. What I mean by that is, if you have a great credit score and you're willing to go from a 30 to a 15, you can pay your house off in twice the amount of time with barely a little bit more coming out of your pocket each month because the interest rate is so absurdly low right now on a 15-year fixed. That's what I'm telling you. 231-332-6505. NMLS number 3035. TC Paintball. Okay, it's so much fun. Get a group of 10, get a group of 20, get a group of 30, doesn't matter. Say, hey, we're coming on Saturday at 4 o'clock. We want 3 hours. Good. Okay, you all go in, you fill out a waiver, you each drop down your cash. They go, all right, let's do this. They give you a bag of paint, a gun, a mask. Get out there, bring your food, whatever it may be, and have at it. Your matches on the paintball field are reffed Points are kept keeping score on your party. You are essentially hosted by the professional staff at TC Paintball. You're out. You're out. Got him. You're out. It's awesome. Get a group together. Bachelor, even bachelorette party. Go to TC Paintball. Group of friends, college buddies, team building. TCPaintballGR.com. A&E Heating and Cooling. Thank you to them for being on board with the show. If you need any work done heating and cooling wise, please call upon them 616-516-8579 for A&E Heating and Cooling. Where don't forget, if you call to complain, you will hear
Tu madre es una puta.
Or
Vete a la chingada, cabrón.
Or
Come mis nalgas cuando yo estoy cagando, cabrón.
Or
Comes chingo de cagada.
Or
Lame mi palo con tu culo.
Lame mi palo con contulo.
Lame mi palo con tu culo.
Con tu culo. Lame mi palo con tu culo. I swear to God, it means suck my dick with your butt. That is what will happen if you call to complain about the content on the Eric Zane Show podcast. Hello? Hello?
Vete a la chingada, cabrón.
Yes. This is Irene.
Vete a la chingada, cabrón.
Did you hear what Eric Zane did to Saint Joseph?
Come mis nalgas cuando yo estoy cagando, cabrón.
Are you sure you want your business aligned with this scum?
Comes chingo de cagada.
He is not enabling Saint Joseph.
Lame mi palo con tu culo.
This is not right. We need to kiss this fucker's ass because he can do no wrong.
Tu madre es una puta.
I would appreciate it if you would cancel him. He is bad. We need to protect Saint Joe. Thank you.
Vete a la chingada, cabrón.
All right. Let's see what we got here. Come on in.
Oh, shit.
What up?
Come on in. Oh, shit.
I think you're good
There we
now.
go.
I think you're good now.
I muted the wrong one.
It's all right. It's all right. That's cool that you have two going at the same time. Though, look at you.
Yeah, I'm a tech king.
Good to have you joining us once again, Kyle.
It feels good. It feels good every Thursday.
You may think that you're framed up perfectly, but you got to back up.
Yeah, I know. I know. Let me see if I can move the computer back. Maybe that'll help.
Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Where are you? Are you in the same place you always are?
Yeah, same place I always am. Zoom. I think it's called Zoom because they zoom the cameras in. I think that's what's going on.
Welcome back, Kyle from Dumpster Divers. Good to have you. How has the week been for you?
Oh, just a big pile of crazy shit like it always is.
You were doing something with Bennett Flooring Installation this week, isn't that right?
Wait, I was?
Yeah, well, I was. I heard from Bennett that you guys were at a house that they were at. At least that's what he told me. Unless he's screwing me. Unless he's kidding me.
Wait, let me look at the old this week.
Yeah, he reached out to me because he was doing flooring, and he goes, "Hey, 2 sponsors in this house at one time," and I said, "Oh yeah, who?" And he said, "Killing it with Kyle, Dumpster Divers."
What? Wait, where was I?
I think maybe he's full of shit.
I mean, it's possible. The problem is, I just can never remember anything. That's the problem.
Well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, dude, how's it going? It's been a week since we last spoke.
It's going good. The business is coming in. You know what I mean? So we're staying a little busy. Almost Christmas time. What are you guys doing for Christmas?
Well, so far, I think our plan is, outside of staying in and just hanging out, probably go see my dad. And visit him, It's that time of year.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. You guys don't do any like weird like Christmas traditions or nothing?
No, have you? Has that been in the Kyle playbook over the years when you were a kid?
From time to time. Recently, in the past couple years, we've we all put on like onesies, like pajamas. You know what I mean? And sit in those for a while. We have a bunch of other fun.
Sure, you have a full on jammy day. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, a lot of jammy jams. You know, things like that.
Yeah, I never did do that. I always found that to be super childish, but oh my God. So did you see the victory last week by our beloved Detroit Lions?
Man, I'm telling you what, it was cool. Here's the thing. I was supposed to go to that game. And me and Blue were going to go, and then Blue, it was just, we didn't go, right? And then, so point is, when I was watching the game, I was chill about it. And then right when they won it in the last play, I was like, you motherfuckers, dude. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm like, the one game that I'm going to go to, and then I didn't go to, they win it.
Dude. So, let me just say this. And later on, I'm going to show some video from the locker room that I haven't yet unpacked. I want to play it on the video podcast here. Just when you're that shitty going into that the fact that with 4 minutes to go, it was 4th and 1, and they're protecting a 1 point lead or a 2 point lead or whatever, and on a 4th and 1, they call this weirdo pass play where Goff gets sacked. He fumbles. They pick it up. You think, oh, my God, yet another despicable loss. Field goal,
right. That was tough.
Minute 12, no timeouts. They managed to do it. Holy shit. And even when it was the last play of the game, I was like, wait a minute. Are they going to do it? Is this finally the one? Probably not. And then when the radio announcer said they did it, dude, I got chills because I knew I was so happy, and all those fans that go to those fucking games and spend their money game in and game out. Oh, those poor fucking fans! Holy shit! And it was great. I was just happy. All the way around. You know.
Yeah, the beautiful part about the game was I found out that because I watched the games on. I don't know what we have a Roku downstairs, and like NFL, the NFL app, I guess, is on it. And so I've been watching the game from that. Anyways, I found out I could install it upstairs in the bedroom on the TV too. So I was watching the game in the bed, and Jameson was sleeping. And so like here I am, like they went out, I'm like all quiet. I'm like, they fucking won it. And like it was, you know what I mean? Like I was pumped, dude. It was cool.
It's weird because they win, and then you realize they're 1-10-1.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, anyway, Cal, tell me, since the last time we met, you had to have had something that you're like, hey man, I can't wait to talk about this on the Eric Zane Show podcast.
You know what? I was thinking about it, and we didn't even talk about it last time. So let me ask you this: did you ever, from I think 2 times ago, did you ever look up all that information on apple cider vinegar that I was telling you about, motherfucker?
A little bit, but I forgot what it said. And I have a bottle of it in my fridge. I actually have a bottle of it in my fridge.
Oh, you put it in the fridge, huh? I guess I never really thought about that.
It's crazy because it was like right in front too. And I just never noticed it. I don't know why we had it in there. It was maybe for a recipe or something. But a lot of people like you swear by that shit. And
I'm telling you. I mean, I know you're a busy dude, but if you got 20 minutes, dude, hop on Googs, type in apple cider vinegar, baby. Well, don't put baby in there. That could get weird. But yeah, look it up. Read some things about it. And because number one, I guess the reason I bring it up is because I remember when you said you were like, I think you're full of shit. I don't think this is real.
Right.
And I really just want you on national television in front of millions to be like, Kyle, you nailed it, dude.
Okay, well, you're right. And a lot of times I finish the podcast and everything I've talked about is out the window. I'm like, I forgot it all. So that's something I should do. And honestly, I was sick then. I'm still coughing like an idiot. I mean, hang on. I got to cough right now. There's something still screwed up about me. So
is it consistent crack cocaine usage?
Never ever done that. But okay. So that's definitely something that I need to do. What else do you have?
To be honest with you, I thought we were going to talk about that a little bit longer. I thought you were going to have some info on that. What? And anyways, I just feel like you're a guy. I know you said you're like in your early 50s. What are you born, like 69 or something?
Are you trying to make fun of me? Is that what this is? You're early 50s, but I'm more like 69. What?
No, like 1969. Like you and some guys from the school had a band. You tried real hard.
No, I was born in 1970, but no, I don't want to go back in the past and detail all of that. But yes, 51. And you're what? 30? You're what? 31?
32, baby.
What a dick. Oh my God. More and more people are calling me names like boomer and old man. And I'm always like, I don't feel it. I don't feel like I'm old. I really don't. But then, like, there was just a video that one of the Zaniacs sent me of some influencer who was being ogled and stared at by an old man in the gym. And she set her camera up to capture him staring at her butt and shit like that. It was Mike Ball. Mike Ball sent that to me. And he wrote on the caption, "Hey, Eric, this woman caught you at the gym." And and sure enough, though, when I watched the video, and the guy was extremely creepy, he was the same age. He had to have been right about the same age. And it was listed in the story as old man creeps out, hot influencer. And I'm like, oh, my God. So, honestly, when I go to the gym, because there are young people that do dress like that. That's how they dress, in like tight ass clothes. And I'm like, man, I keep my head down. I avoid looking at anybody, because if you even just a passing glance, they're going to think you're a rapist.
Seriously, it's tricky out there these days. I had a gym membership for a little bit there, like 2 years ago or something. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, people dress. Well, I guess it's comfortable for them when they work out in that type of attire, but it's very dangerous. You don't want to be even your eyes just passing their way. You just head down, lift the weights, get the fuck out of there.
That'd be a good slogan for a gym.
Yes. Yeah. So, okay, this weekend, anything big that I need to know about, Kyle, as you continue on with your work week?
I will say this, just really quick before we change the subject. I keep seeing people saying like 32 is young or whatever and all that stuff. But let me tell you this, Eric Zane. Here's what happened to me this week. It got a little bit cold this week. And I had to, I was outside doing work, whatever. And I'm getting in the truck, and I realized my knee is achy. It's like achy a little bit, right? So then I have to figure out. I feel like I'm in a weird age right now, so I have to figure out: is it because I'm 32 and it's cold outside that my knees are aching a little bit, or did I, is it regular? I just did something to it and it just hurts a little bit. But I had that moment this week where I'm like, dude, am I old now and my knees are hurting when it's cold outside? So I'm just saying it's a thing.
Well, yeah. I mean, as long as I think that especially as you get older, when you're young, you don't need to exercise and your durability is just fine. You won't get hurt. When you get old, if you don't exercise, like I'm 20 years older than you. Fuck, if I sit still, if I sneeze, I'm injured. So it's a pain in the ass. You actually work out just to avoid getting hurt doing basic shit, which is fucking horrible.
I know. And I'm not I haven't exercised in a really long time because we mostly just, raise Jameson and all that kind of stuff, which I'm going to have to exercise pretty soon because I keep gaining weight or whatever. But yeah, so in terms of knees and patellas and ACLs, and it's been a rough year and all that stuff.
Shit, even if you just do like weight-bearing exercises like air squats or wall sits or something like that, that's great. You know, you take 5 minutes when you're getting ready to go in the shower, and especially those big muscle moving spots like the legs and the back and those muscle groups. That'll help you. That's like your Eric Zane, Jack LaLanne physical endurance moment right there. So
I'll tell you this, Eric Zane. 100% of the wall sits that have happened or will ever happen in Kyle Tiller's life happened in middle school track. I will never be doing wall sits ever again.
So bad. They're so bad. What a horrible thing. Because I try to tell these dumb shits that listen to me that I know exactly what I'm talking about. I graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree in exercise science, and then they lie. They lie to me and say that I'm full of shit. They know that I'm not full of shit. It's just the way it is.
I feel like they should teach you about apple cider vinegar and exercise science.
Yeah, they don't listen to me, and I need to do that. I need to check on the apple cider vinegar. All right, I will do that. I will do that, and when I say that, I mean I'm going to forget about it as soon as I say goodbye to you.
I'm gonna incessantly text you every 3 to 4 days about it.
All right, Kyle, you are a saint, and I appreciate you very much. And you have a good one. Okay.
All right, have a good one.
Get asked the hard questions, because then this happens.
40 years since the team has won a game running the Step 2 class game.
You can't hear the guy because they still don't mic the reporters. He's like, and however many this has never happened. Are you embarrassed? He does say, "Are you embarrassed?" And watch these two react.
Is that embarrassing?
I mean, what kind of question?
What are we doing, bro?
What kind of question is that?
It's a question. The nation's going to be criticizing you calling it.
All right. I think we keep 7 points.
Yeah,
14
14 to
14
to 10. Is that the final score?
We made stops when we had to. They had one big run. I mean, they got a good back.
No. You didn't make the stops when you had to. You can tell because you lost. We made stops when we had to is what you say when you win the game. So the reporter says, okay, they only threw the ball 3 times, which basically means of the other however many 100 plays they did, or who knows how many plays that they called, you knew they were going to run the ball. At some point, you're going to figure that out, and you could not stop them. Is that embarrassing? Now, that is a hard question, but the truth is, yeah, we got to work harder. But instead, they're pulling the old Saint Gassmann and pointing the finger at the reporter, saying it's your fault for asking us a tough question.
Keep 7 points.
Yeah,
14
to
14
to 10. Is that the final score?
We made stops when we had to. They had one big run. I mean, they got good backs.
All right.
They kept coming back.
Look at this guy, and look at this 23 guy.
A couple runs. I mean, I don't know how you want us to answer that question.
Truthfully.
That's funny. Well, we'll remember that.
Ooh.
I'll remember that.
Ooh. Okay, did you hear that, guys? I'm going to remember that. And then this dude, whoever the fuck he is, doesn't matter. Watch this.
This goes into respect. It's all about respect.
It's all about respect.
Every single week.
I love it when athletes drop the respect. Yeah, you gotta respect me. Whether I'm beating the shit out of a woman, or whether I'm drunk driving, or whether I'm playing shitty defense, you gotta respect me. And I was not respecting me, so you're gonna have to pay for that.
It's respect. It's all about respect. I come here every single week and I answer your questions truthfully, honestly. I appreciate you guys. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do what?
Players.
Oh, how soft. Talk about, speaking of soft, me crying during hunting. These guys make that look that much more soft. Holy shit. Oh, man. Good idea. We need a comment from Mr. Bill's Mafia himself, Stu McCallister. I wonder if Stu would have even have seen that press conference. Been too long since we had Stu in here. Hey.
What's going on?
How are you, buddy? Sorry to bother you.
I'm all right. What's happening? You never bother me, Eric Zane.
Well, I appreciate that. I got a quick question on the podcast.
All right, here, hold on a second. How's that? Is that better?
Perfect, man. It's perfect.
Yeah, sure. I had you on the speakerphone.
That's okay. Yeah. Did you see after the Bills game when those two defensive players were asked a tough question?
Yeah, by good old Jerry Sullivan. Yeah, I saw it.
So the question was, are you embarrassed that they ran the ball every time and you couldn't stop them? And then
pussies couldn't stop them.
Okay. I just had an opinion. What is your opinion about the reaction?
I feel like their reaction was reasonable. I kind of felt like the question was bullshit.
Well, of course it was.
I also felt like, as a fan, I knew they were just going to run. The whole damn game, I knew they're just going to run. That's what they're going to run. They're not going to do anything else. Put everybody up there, and they couldn't stop it. But it was a bullshit question.
Well, yeah, but the one guy says, I don't know how you could ask that question. We made stops when we had to. And that's not true. You did not make stops when you had to, because you lost.
Yeah, that guy had a 67-yard touchdown, and I think he had 150 yards running for the whole game. Yeah, they had a shitty game, and they just kind of need to own up to it. It's still, again, Jerry Sullivan. That was a bullshit question on his part, but whatever.
You see, I love those questions because to me, it shows the resolve. Not everybody can own it. And I think it would have been a real I think they would have actually made Jerry Sullivan look bad if they said, oh, man, you're right, man. We were stinky. We're going to have to do better. But instead, to get hurt by that question was so soft to me.
Yeah, like how the one Micah Hyde was like, I'll remember that.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to forget. Like, what is this? Is that like a weird veiled threat? Like, what do you say?
Well, yeah. Micah Hyde is reacting like someone who's reacting when the judge gives the victims a chance to talk to the murderer at sentencing. That's like the type of response Micah Hyde was making. He was
denial.
Yeah, I'll remember that. I got my eye on you.
Yeah, awful. It was an awful game, man. Did you watch it at all? It was awful.
I didn't. I just watched the highlights. I love the stories. I rarely watch football. I rarely do. I follow it. I know everything that's going on. I just,
I don't blame it.
You know how it is.
Hey, man, you grew up a Lions fan, probably. It's been a rough year for you, although they did win this past week.
Dude, that was something. Made me so happy. And
then Goff could pull it off.
Walk off. And it you know what made it special is all those dead kids.
Jesus. Are they dedicated the game to them?
They did dedicate the game to the kids.
Yeah, God.
There's a joke there. There's an even bigger joke there.
I don't want to touch it. I'm not going to touch it.
What? That if there's 5 more school shootings, they'll end the year undefeated?
Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what the Lions need, more school shootings.
Okay, thanks. I am not going to make that joke. That is not funny.
Thank you.
That's not funny, Stu.
I'm aware it's not funny. I didn't want to say it. I didn't say it.
I know, Stu, you can't say that.
I didn't say it.
All right. Have a good one. I'm sorry that you feel that way.
All right, Zane. I'll talk to you
see
later.
you. Bye.
Have a good day.
Later. All right. Stu McCallister. If you're listening on and watching on Twitch, I don't know why my computer makes it quieter and then louder and then quieter and then louder. It's like it's possessed. It's Christine. Christine, 16, yeah. All right. So Bills players are pussies. That we know. Moving on. The next sports thing I want to talk about. The Philadelphia Flyers hockey team. They just fired their coach, Alain Vigneault, I believe is how you say it, after losing their 9th straight game. Yesterday, when I looked at the standings here, they were, out of their last 10, they were 1-7-2, 8-11-4 overall. So that tells me that at some point the season was looking up. And then in the snap of the fingers, 10 games, they look like shit. And, people have been taking a shit on the Flyers logo. Literally. This is before one of the most recent games. Oh, my God. Check this out. The police dogs are out there. I guess they were going to do something on the ice at intermission. And then look. Right on the logo. Police dog takes a huge dump. Look at this. Oh my God, hang on. This thing's going ape shit on me. Oh my God. Incredible. Look at this. That is signifies the Flyers season up to this point. Look at how quick that dog gets into the stance. Back it up. Look at that. Just assumes the position this guy. Oh no! Oh. Oh. That is awesome. The last thing I want to show you, the Detroit Lions locker room after they beat the Minnesota Vikings, a walk-off style victory. This lady here, this little teeny tiny lady, that is Sheila Ford Hamp. She is the daughter of William Clay Ford and of Martha Ford, I believe is her name. And she owns the team. She's the boss. Watch this. Lions win the game. This is an incredible moment. And this guy, Dan Campbell, I just love him so much. I love this. I love it when oh, shit. Hold on. Let me play this fucking ad. Damn it. So hamstrung by these. Started out so good, and then I went to the expanded screen, and then everything is shitty. Damn it. All right, join the Army. Go Army. All right. I love the celebrations.
To say that I'm proud of you would be a major understatement. Gentlemen, that's the way to just fight one more time. And it pays dividends. You know what we did? We found a way to win the day when we had to do it. We found a way. And, man, we'll talk about the game, but all that later. But let me tell you something, man. Defense, we put you in some hard spots. We put you in some hard spots, and you responded. You responded. Offense, man, we were doing some things. We kind of hit a lull, and when we needed it, we came back. We came out early. And you don't do what we had to do at the end of the game where you're throwing it that much without your own line protection. This has been a long time coming. This is what makes it great, man. You know what? It's what makes it hard, too, by the way. But it's also what makes it great. It's hard to win in this league, man. It's hard, but that's what makes it that much more special. I'm so f***ing proud of you guys, all right? Man, let's not forget these families over here that we were representing today.
Hey, I just want to say that was a hell of a game. We played complimentary football all game, and we stayed in there. Hey, but I want to give this game ball to Coach.
Yeah! Woo! One pride, motherfucker! Woo! Oh my God. Teddy Bridgewater, who the Lions face this weekend when they travel to Denver. Daisy, shut up! Used to play on the same, used to be coached by Campbell in New Orleans. He said, Dan Campbell, my God, this guy, he's the type of guy who you hear him talk and you just want to run outside of the locker room and punch a random guy in the face for no reason. Dan Campbell is the shit. I love that guy so much. And, man, I just hope that they continue to do great things in Detroit. Man, God, that is just spectacular. Kyle says, Denver, they can win this game. The Broncos are bad. Yeah, how about that? Okay, I got to wrap this up, man, because Daisy's losing her shit. I'm out of jokes. Yeah, that's kind of it, man. I'm going to do the Patreon podcast a little bit more for you coming up in just a little bit. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Please go there and sign up for $5 or $10 a month and at least just give it a try. See how I do. I'll try not to let you down. I promise. I work really hard at it, and I give you 15 hours of content each and every week. We'll end with the asshole of the day. Your nominations are appreciated. MyPolicyShop.com. That is Frank the Tank Fuss. Okay? He's a licensed independent insurance broker / agent. This is what I want you to do. No matter where you are in the audience, call or text Frank. This is his personal phone. But what he does, he has it set up with like an automatic response. And it'll say, please schedule an appointment here. 616-914-4070. You'll get a return text message. You fill out the little form. Yeah, Friday at 2 p.m. I want to talk insurance. How'd you hear about me? Eric Zane. He's awesome and an asshole. You can put all that. He didn't care. And then he'll say, how can I help you? Well, I need a supplemental insurance policy. I need auto, home, life, whatever it may be. He is exceptional with Medicare. He is an absolute guru with Medicare, which you can still enroll into the Medicare program up until December 15th for the year. If you're just getting started now, you shouldn't wait a month and 9 days. It starts November, okay? Anyway, he can still help you out, though. Also with Obamacare, that's how I get my insurance. You buy it from the marketplace. He can help you out with that and everything. Oh, my God. Just so great. Thank you to Frank. 616-914-4070. Call or text today. Blue Frost IT. If you have a small or medium-sized business and you're like, we need to upgrade our tech, sit down with them. Don't just start buying stuff off Amazon. You need to have a professional assess your needs for what you're doing to make your business go. Because if you buy something with a hard drive or whatever, or a piece of software that you don't need, what's the point in that? You're wasting your money. Just sit down for 30 minutes, explain what you do in your business to Alan. He'll go, oh, okay, all right, I'm kind of a nerd. And then he's going to leave, and he's going to say, this is what you're going to need. And then, you know exactly what you're supposed to be getting, and you're paying for just what you need. You're not overpaying for anything. You buy it, he sets it up for you, and then when he's all done, he becomes your managed IT service provider. You pay him every month for that, and then off you go. Because the last thing you want to do is have something go wrong with your tech, and you don't have anybody to turn to because you've never taken the first step. That's what a managed IT service provider can do for you. Call or text my friends at Blue Frost IT, 616-200-8550. And last but not least, Prince Amin, 616-204-1705. If you want to carry a pistol concealed, you must take the class first in the great state of Michigan. The first step is not buying the pistol. The first step is taking the class. When you're in the class, you'll learn a lot about pistols that might suit you. You might want something small, a tiny 38, or something bigger to carry on you. Different styles of holsters that are effective. Best practices on buying those things. There's a lot of gimmicks out there in the market about what to buy. So this class will, sidestep all of that guessing game. You know everything you need to know. You'll take a test. You'll pass it. You get a certificate. You take that to the county. Hey, I passed. They do their background check on you in Michigan. You get your pistol license in a couple of months or so. 616-204-1705. Yesterday, Diana was the asshole of the day. Literally. Who is the asshole of the day today? Huh? Suggestions? Who do we have as asshole of the day? Mike is leaving the chat. Thank you. I see a lot of people talking about them taking a nap. Candyman Mike. Talked to him yesterday. The Philly police dog for asshole of the day. I would say that's hero of the day in my book, but maybe though. I'm not sure. I don't know what we have for selection on asshole of the day. Boomer Bob, John Jizzmingo talked about that guy, those guys in the podcast that I did with them. I didn't talk about hate listeners. I wanted to get into hate listeners today. I did not update the great food giveaway. I'll do that tomorrow. Instagram on the hot seat. We talked with Kyle. He brought virtually nothing. The Buffalo Bills players. I am going to make the Bills players because they're soft. They're complete wimps. So what? He asked you if you're embarrassed. Answer it like a man, not a child, you dumb twat. There you go. Those two, Micah Hyde and whoever the hell the other idiot was, assholes of the day on the Eric Zane Show podcast. Okay, a Thursday is in the books. I appreciate you so much. That is going to do it for me. I will send you over to the Fail Army again. The Fail Army, I will raid the Fail Army. They're a lot of fun. Enjoy the Fail Army. Okay, talk to you tomorrow and on the Patreon. Sure, I'm sending you off to a guy who has 2 people watching. You're going to blow his mind. I don't even know if it's English. It's called Radio 1909. Be nice to this gentleman, please.
Hello, Discover here to explain our cash back match. Here's how it works. We give you cash back for using your Discover card on the things you were going to buy anyway. Then we match that cash back in your first year. And that's why we call it Cashback Match. Now to recap and say cashback one more time. We match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Hear that? Is that America cheering or a sausage patty sizzling to perfection? It's time to cheer for Egg McMuffin and fresh cracked eggs at McDonald's. It's time to wake up to the aroma of freshly baked biscuits and treat yourself to a real honest-to-goodness morning meal. Breakfast. It's on at McDonald's. Now get any breakfast sandwich for just $2. Available only through the app. Mobile order and pay available at participating McDonald's. McD app download and registration required.